Welcome to Plastic Recreations channel. Today's tutorial is going to be how to cut a single strand of yarn out of one plastic bag, and where we end up with a single strand for knitting or crocheting. So to begin with, you need a plastic bag and a sharp pair of scissors. Now the scissors are not scissors that you would want to use for fabric. These are only for cutting the plastic yarn. If you attempt to use scissors that you use for fabric, you will dull the scissors and making cutting the fabric very difficult. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fold the bag in half, and then again that half in half, then we're going to cut off the top, and you're going to put that to the side, and then we're going to cut off the bottom, put that to the side. Now before we get started cutting, you'll want to open your bag. Unless you've already done this, you'll want to give it a good wipe. So you would take a damp rag, a little soapy damp, and clean out any potential residue that may have leaked from your groceries. You'll want to do that on the inside as well as the outside. Now if you find that it's damp enough, you can either dry it with a towel or let it air dry. And a lot of times I will clean so many, put them to the side, and then that way I can cut enough in bulk. So after we get that wiped and cleaned and it dries, then we're going to go ahead and fold our bag, and we're going to fold it in half horizontally with the shorter end up top. And here we have a tube, so that's important to notice. And then we're going to go ahead and fold that bottom, and it's going to meet at the second fold. Now keep in mind that we have two folds. We have the top, and then we have this second fold, and then you're going to fold again and fold again, and this just makes cutting easy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, using our scissors, we're going to cut an inch or whatever width needed to meet your gauge, and we're going to cut, and I cut an inch. That's about a standard. We're going to go above the first fold, but we're going to go about a ½ inch below the top fold, and we're going to just cut all the way till we get to the end. And you keep cutting, just eyeballing it. No need to measure unless you want exact, concise width strips. But after you do this for so long, you kind of start getting an idea. And here we are at the end, and cut. So now here is what it should look like. You have your, what I call the spine and the tentacles, its legs. So now what we're going to do is we're going to maneuver through the spine and put your fingers through to separate the two sides. So very carefully use your fingers and separate the bag, and that way we have it spread across. So here we have, this is what it should look like. So first thing we're going to do is make our first cut, and the way we do that is we're on the outside, diagonally pointing up, make your first cut. Now each cut after that, you will cut on the inside diagonally up to the next cut. And if you're doing this standing up, you will have fun watching each strip fall onto the next and as one continuous strip. And that's what we're doing here, is one continuous strip. Now, unless there is a cut in the bag that we did not pick up on, you should be able to do this all the way to the end. And we're going to keep going. And we're going to keep going. And here we are at the end. And as you can see, now we're going to make our last strip. So now we're going to go ahead and start making a ball. And the way we do that is by holding the yarn and wrap it with your thumb and wrap it around both fingers, your pointer and middle finger, and just keep wrapping. And as you're wrapping, one of the good things about this is that you get to straighten out. Oh, we got a cut. So let's put that to the side and let's go ahead and start our ball again. And in my next video, I will show you how we will do the invisible knot to knot those two ends together. So we're going to keep doing the same. And as we go through, being very careful as we pull, just in case there may be other cuts. And what we're doing is we're just working through, making sure that there are no kinks or knots in the plastic that would prevent us from starting our knit or crochet project. So here we are making the ball, and we just keep wrapping it and wrapping it all the way around, just moving the ball around for even coverage, even wrapping. And we just keep going and keep moving, and we're just going to keep wrapping and wrapping until we get to the end. And then now you're ready to begin your crochet or knit project. Or if you're just making this ahead of time and you're not ready, you can simply then tuck it in so that way it does not unravel. And there you have it. If you have any questions, if you have any issues, or would like me to show something different, please by all means leave me a message. Have a great day.